Welcome to my...
Nine! Welcome to my show.
Alright, so I'm not going to continue with the German accent because I'm not good at it and because I don't want to offend anybody. But anyways, today's going to be the review on the Double Eagle M40. When you open up the box, the first thing you're going to see is your manual. It's just a tiny little piece of paper. Watch this video for how to assemble the gun because this thing sucks. So after putting your manual aside, what you're going to see is a whole bunch of accessories and parts for your Double Eagle M40. This gun comes with a single stack 34 round magazine, a very cheap green sling that I would not recommend using, a couple of sling mounts for that sling, and everything else in the package is meant for attaching on the front of the barrel. Now I'm going to show you how to put the front barrel assembly on this gun because the instructions it comes with are very terrible, so I recommend you watch this to learn how. The first thing you're going to want to get for assembling the barrel is your sling mount. Just easily slide it on. Okay, now you're going to want to get this piece and just slide it down on the barrel like so. Now you get this, put it on and twist it to the right clockwise until it's tight. Now you're going to want to get this L-shaped piece and hook it on to this little notch right underneath the barrel. Like that. Now the final step is to get the front sight. Pretty self-explanatory, just push it in. When you have the gun fully assembled, it's not going to look exactly like this. You're going to have this rail system right in front of your rear sight, which does get in the way of aiming. Another thing you're going to notice is this front sight right here is not going to be all black. When you originally get it, it's going to be entirely orange, and it's pretty ugly. Now, if you do not like that being on your gun, you can easily solve those problems with slight modifications. So aside from that, the rifle looks pretty decent after you've done those slight modifications to it, but when you pick it up, it feels really cheap and really lightweight. It almost feels like you're picking up a piece of styrofoam. The plastic on this rifle is very, very flimsy, especially on the stock. It feels like it will break if you put pressure on it. The only trademarks this gun has is the Double Eagle M40 trademarks right here. So this is the Double Eagle M40 trademarks right here. Tells you the caliber it is, and it's made in China. This gun is constructed entirely out of plastic. There is no metal on it whatsoever except for the small details like the screws or the springs. This gun looks pretty realistic to the real MP40 once you got those slight mods done. Other features that it has to the real thing is the folding stock. Press on this button right here, and it clicks into place pretty nicely. Like I said, it's very flimsy. I wouldn't really rely on it, but it's a pretty cool feature. Now there are a couple of features on this gun that are not realistic to the real MP40. That would consist of this dummy magazine release right here. For some reason they have it, but the magazine release they picked was this little button right here. You press it and the mag comes out. Don't know why they decided to do that, but it's pretty dumb. Now another thing that they have that's not realistic to the real MP40 is the charging handle, which is foldable, and the shape of it is more like an AK style. The real MP40 charging handle was more of a cylinder shape. Here's the sight picture view. You won't be able to see it with the rail system in the way, so that's why I recommend you get rid of it. And having the orange tip on will be hard to see the front sight, so if you do those mods, you can get this good sight picture right here. Okay, I almost forgot to mention that this is a spring-powered rifle, which means you have to cock it every time. A new thing that we're going to be talking about now is sounds. For somebody who loves to make movies, a gun that sounds nice is better to have than one that sounds really like shit. Alright, so the first thing is, when you're running around with this gun, there's a lot of shaking and rattling going on. It doesn't sound nice at all. Okay, the charging handle, some spring guns actually sound pretty nice, but listen to this one. It sounds really bad. You can actually hear the spring bouncing around in there. Doesn't sound good at all, so you're going to have to modify that sound when you make your film. And this is how the gun sounds like when you shoot it. It's not very pleasing. Okay, so when you're going to be doing a reload, taking it out doesn't sound too bad, but the mag does shake around a lot. And when you put it in, you still get that springy noise that I really don't like. Now the last thing is the stock. when you retract the stock, it actually, listen to this. It's not too bad of a sound actually, but it's not that great. This gun shoots around 290 feet per second with .12 gram BBs, 230 feet per second with .2 gram BBs. I highly recommend using .2s over .12s because they're a lot more accurate. Yeah, but other than that, let's take this gun out to the range and see what it can do. Okay, so now we're going to test the power of this rifle using .2 gram BBs, and let's see what it can do. Okay, so this leaves a pretty nice dent. Not too bad since this is a spring rifle. I'm going to be shooting at the first target, which is the smallest target. It's 50 feet away, and we're going to see if the Double Eagle M40 can hit it. Front barrel fell off. Okay. The target is now 75 feet away. I'm gonna see if I can hit it. A little high. Not too bad. Alright, so now I'm going to be shooting a man-sized target at 100 feet away. This is the most accurate you can get with hitting a man-sized target, since he is actually a person. It's my brother. So after reviewing the Double Eagle M40, I would give it 4 out of 10 stars. Alright, the reason why I gave this gun that rating is because it's a very affordable World War II collector's item. It looks pretty decent for what you pay, only with slight modifications. Very good for a movie prop. And if you get this gun working, it's actually not that bad with accuracy and range. At an effective range at 100 feet, which I really didn't expect from this rifle. And the cons to this rifle is the fact that it's made of very, very cheap plastic. As you can see, it's bending around, it's very cheap. I did have another one of these, we have 2. And the second time I took the other one out to the range, it did break, so I wouldn't rely on it for skirmishes. And this gun doesn't really even feel great at all. It's extremely lightweight. Feels like you can put this on top of a paper airplane and throw it, and it will still fly. And as a movie prop, the only con would be the fact that it doesn't sound that great. It sounds pretty terrible. The only way to make this gun look at all half decent is you have to do slight modifications to it, as the orange tip and removing the rail system. So before I go, don't forget to check out our fan page, which is right here. And also don't forget to check out our website, AirgunReviews.tk. It's got a lot of cool airsoft related topics and products. Just go check it out to find more about it. Link in the description down below if you're interested. So that is all I have to say for now. And like always,